Look who it is.
Oh,
it's James Lee. So
James Lee.
This guy here is the head of the ADL. That's the Anti-Defamation League.
Jonathan Greenblatt.
Jonathan Greenblatt. And it's going to be obvious in this clip that he is not America first. He is Israel first, and second, and third, and last. But let's listen.
Did the head of the ADL just accidentally admit that he might be an Israeli spy?
So the idea that our national anthem would be the Hatikva, would be the hope. I should say our. It's the Israel's national anthem. I should say our. It's the Israel's national anthem.
Now, James, what does that say to you?
Well, I think from my, this is a very serious assessment. This guy is an Israeli spy. And it's been proven over and over that the ADL is like an intelligence operation masquerading around as a civil rights organization in America. That's not even controversial.
It is a vile origin. The origin of the ADL is absolutely vile. It was because a despicable pedo named Leo Frank, who was rightly hung, they went to defend him. Black janitor got framed for his crimes. And then in the Deep South, a coalition of white and black people hung that pedo fuck. And the ADL formed after that. And I don't believe the ADL story. I believe the story that Leo Frank did it. So they're already out of the gate a screwed up B'nai B'rith, which is like they've always been intel, always.
So James, you're aware of this, that so you're saying the ADL is just a straight up spy organization?
Yeah, it's been shown, the FBI documents during the 70s, they were spying on people like all the civil rights leaders in the U.S. They're spying on people who are against apartheid South Africa, and they were trying to gather information on these people to try to blackmail them, because they knew that if people found out, oh, this is apartheid, they might go to Israel next. And that's
because
James,
Israel's
you know how Israel gave South Africa nukes
Yeah.
while pretending to condemn apartheid. The Mossad's giving them nukes because they love apartheid, as we all know.
But they're also a democracy, by the way, just putting that out there.
And the most moral army in the world.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
So do you think that was his subconscious?
This is a Freudian slip for sure. And this is only a short clip. He said ours many, many times to other things too. He kept saying, this is our symbol of hope. This is our flag and this and that. And he's basically, I mean, for me, he's laundering the Jewish religion to try to, prop up a genocidal state here. That's
a genocidal apartheid state.
A genocidal
Well, he's
apartheid
supposed to be the
state.
lefty one, is he not? Because my good buddy Rich Voss, who is like a comically inept Zionist propagandist, I love him. Rich is a good dude, but brainwashed as fuck, and he's old. He's not going to change. He's like, I hate the ADL. And I'm like, well, they're fighting for Israel too, dude, probably harder than you are. They're pretending to be a thing you hate so they can really help Israel.
Oh, and also, by the way, his job is supposed to be tamping down, is to reduce anti-Semitism, but anti-Semitism has gone up. According to their own
data.
But
he loves that, though.
Well, that's my point. Is like, if your job is to reduce anti-Semitism, it's gone up like 1,000, 7,000% or whatever he says. Shouldn't you lose your job? Are you not doing a good job if that's the case?
Well, maybe that's not his actual job.
That's what I'm saying. Is that the ADL is like a multi-million-dollar organization. They have a very nice office on Park Avenue in New York City, and they need anti-Semitism to do the fundraising, because it's the same as the homelessness. If you get rid of homelessness, then all these NGOs and CEOs, they can't rake in the dough. And his same thing for him. He needs the anti-Semitism to really fundraise.
It's an energy source for Israel. He's actually he's drilling for anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism industrial complex.
That's right. Call it. So if anti-Semitism went away, they would lose their funding. And they would lose the pretext to do all the horrible things.
Oh yeah, they've been caught spray painting swastikas on synagogues and things like that, just to say, oh yeah, there's another. Look at this. They hate us.
The origin of the group is despicable. And by the way, the reason the Armenian Holocaust is not recognized is because of the ADL. Because Abe Foxman didn't want them taking away attention from the Beyonce of Holocaust. There can only be their Holocaust.
The Beyonce of Holocaust.
Yeah.
They can only have one Holocaust. So they couldn't have an Armenian Holocaust because then it steals their thunder. That's exactly what that is.
And also I read about that. Armenians all the time. Yeah.
What's that?
with Azerbaijan and whatever. Like, for some reason, Israel's not on Armenia's side with that. There's other considerations too. But this it's a despicable organization. And I don't know, he's talking about the Jewish. Honestly, as for the people of the Jewish faith, I know certain sects of Judaism that my good friends were in. And some of them are like Reformed Jewish and weird leftist, secular atheist Jew. So I don't really think there's a united the Jews at all. I think there's a lot of different tribes that they have artificially tried to put together to keep this Zionism going.
And if you'd like to hear my jokes about the ADL and Zionism in general, I'll see you in Rutherford, New Jersey, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Rosemont, Illinois. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. But I think, people are wondering who's going to come and save us from all this insanity, this Zionist insanity. It turns out the entire time it was going to be the subconscious that rescued us. Because that's what that is. There's a strange beauty to it, right? That even the most horrible people get installed with the subconscious. And it will get you when you're playing games with everybody else. That's what that is. How about when George Bush, when he said, God just went and illegally invaded Iraq, Ukraine. Oh, shit. Shit, I did it. I said it. That's the subconscious. It's like, yeah. I think it's safe to assume that any Zionist is an Israeli spy.
Well, I got in big trouble for insinuating that Kash Patel is dating an Israeli spy.
Well, that's because she's a beard, dude. You were inaccurate. He's gay. An Israeli beard.
I was spreading
He's dating an Israeli beard. Muldoon, the funder, that's his sugar daddy. He gets to work from home at his boyfriend's mansion. Do you know that?
So Kurt has got the gay info today on the show.
I'm a borderline gay psychic, Jimmy, and I don't question it anymore. I just go with it.
He is
Redacted. I got that from Redacted. There's an FBI guy. Forget his name. He's an FBI whistleblower, but he's a real whistleblower, and he's the one that brought all these facts up. And I think I sent you the video about it.
Oh,
because I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I didn't want to believe it. His name is Cash App. I'm not kidding. Yes, KASHYAP. Cash App Patel. That's his goddamn name. And Patel, so you know, is Brahmin. That's a high-level caste of Indians. That's like how Cohen is, the Cohenim are Levites, the highest. Like Sacha Baron Cohen, that's an old, powerful family name. So is Patel. And you know how upper-class toffs love Brahmins? They call them the Boston Brahmins. Barbara Walters is trying to do a fake Boston Brahmin accent. So all these rich elites love that crap. And they're all in on it together. And they're not on different sides. And they send out little stupid ops where you're supposed to pick a side like wrestling, but it's all fake, and it comes out in their little Freudian slips, and I love it.
So wait, so Kurt, the theory is that Kash Patel is gay?
Yeah, dude, it's on. I'll find the link if you want to see it. I watched this on Redacted from an FBI whistleblower. You don't see as much as you see the others who turn out to be fake, as is typical.
Have you read his trilogy, his children's book trilogy?
Where
he's a wizard? You should Google it. He wrote this book. I can't remember what it's called, but he's like a wizard.
Harry Putar.
He wrote a children's cartoon book or comic.
Three books.
And it wasn't Trump like a hero?
He was a king. Yeah, it's like I can't remember the name. It's something about saving the king or something like that. And he was. It's a whole funny thing. It's really weird because the theory is that I've heard a little bit about it. He has kids or something like that. He's in a gay couple. It's like, why would you write a children's book if you didn't have any kids? It's just a very bizarre situation.
Why do all these people write children's books? Like Madonna wrote one, and all these people, like, what do they just think that's the easiest writing to do?
I think
that kid I read, yeah.
I could write a children's book in my sleep. Are you kidding? I don't know why I don't do that. It seems like there's a market for it. Oh, yeah. Children's books, there's nothing to them. It's mostly drawings. I mean, even
a good message, too.
I mean, Dr. Seuss, maybe he had his own, had his own angle. But
yeah, he got good rhymes and drawings.
Yeah.
And also in real life, he was a monster.
He was a monster. That's what I heard. Yeah. Right?
I don't.
Well, all your beloved greats.
Don't tell me, Charles.
A lot of any human.
Don't tell me anything about Walt Disney.
His real name is Artur Beek.
Walt Disney's real name?
Yeah, he's a creep too.
Oh, please don't do that.
Club 33 is the nightclub at Disney. Takes years to get in. Do you know that?
No.
Oh, Disney's like the Vatican. It's got its own laws and shit in Florida. That's why Yeah, a lot of creepy shit when you scratch the surface of all of this. And when you scratch the surface, you find that all these supposed enemies are kind of in on it together. And then it starts to make sense why certain people don't like you, specifically Jimmy Dore, because you're not cool and you don't toe the line. And you don't go along to get along, you know? And you'll be like, why do they not like me all of a sudden? Well, because they got an agenda they didn't tell you about. It happens to me nonstop, especially since I've been on the show.
Don't tell me that Charles Schultz is not a good guy.
I don't know.
We got no dirt on Schultz? All right,
I have none.
So I can still love Charlie Brown and Peanuts?
Dude, I love all kinds of stuff that was made by a creep.
Yeah, I love Woody Allen movies.
Tolkien was a dirty Rosicrucian whose son ended up being a pedophile priest, and all those Lord of the Rings things are a metaphorical overlay for Atlantis, which these goofball wizards believe in. And that's what that crap was. But I like Lord of the Rings. I don't care that he was a whatever. I'll take what I want from it. I've never enjoyed Michael Jackson since I was a kid. Never got it. So it wasn't hard for me to accept that he was wildly inappropriate when it came out. I was like, no, not Michael.
You don't think that
I thought that Michael was framed.
You don't think that was a frame job, Kurt? I think that was.
No, I think he's both a victim and a perpetrator. That's how the system works. You think you get a choice? And I think from early childhood, he was drummed into it. And I've found disturbing commonalities between his story and a lot of these people. And by the way, all these people, the entire 60s hippie, rock, God generation, all their parents are Air Force or military people. Isn't that weird? Right around MK Ultra time. Isn't that strange? And then the counterculture movement pops up and then it ends on Manson Day, autumn, and then they all go, that's when the hippie thing ended. So they've been pushing this crap on everybody for years. It's very easy to see once you look into it.
That's when the hippie movement ended.
Hunter S. Thompson, famous guy who was named in the Franklin scandal by Paul Bonacci, and I believe Paul Bonacci and not people that defend Hunter Thompson. Famous snuff film director Hunter Thompson, who we glorify to this day because it was so awesome that he got high and committed crimes all the time. It was a real rebel thing, and I really admire. Dude, they sell you bullshit, and they've been doing it forever, since before you're born.
So you think Johnny Depp, didn't he play Hunter S. Thompson?
Yeah. And Johnny Depp talked about it with Lawrence Krauss.
Joe Rogan's got that
creepy physicist that tried to lure Rogan to Epstein Island, much like all the other respected physicists who went to Epstein Island. Marvin Minsky, father of AI, big time Epstein Island guy. I wonder if Michael Tracy knows about this. It's weird that he doesn't. I wonder if Michael Tracy's looked into this. I bet he hasn't. You know, I look into all of it. I don't think Nick wants me to interview him.
95% of our audience is going, who is that? Who is he talking about?
You don't know who Michael Tracy is? The Jimmy Dore crowd?
I don't know. Maybe. Come see us on tour in Rutherford, New Jersey, New York, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.